Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Enlightening texts 43-45 of chapter 6.Purusa-Sukta confirmed of second canto, the cosmic manifestation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Texts 43-45. Aham bhavo yajna ime prajesha dakshadayo ye bhavadada yashacha swara lokapala khagaloka nru lokapala stala lokapala gandharva विद्याधर चारणेशा ये यक्ष रक्षोर गना गना थाह ये वा ऋषीणाम वृषभाः पितॄणाम दैत्येन्द्र सिद्धेश्वर दानवेन्द्राः अन्ये च ये प्रेतपिशाच भूत कुशमाण्डयादो मृगपक्षदिशाः यत किंच लोके भगवन् महस्व दोजः सहस्वद बलवत क्षमावत श्रीरीवि भूत्यात्मवद द भूताननं तत्त्वं परं रूपवद स्वरूपम्. I myself Brahma, Lord Shiv, Lord Vishnu, great generators of living beings like Daksh and Prajapati, yourselves Narada and the Kumaras, heavenly demigods like Indra and Chandra, the leaders of the Bhulok planets, the leaders of the lower planets, the leaders of the earthly planets, the leaders of the Gandharva planets, the leaders of the Vidyadhar planets, the leaders of the Charan Lok planets, the leaders of the Yakshas, Rakshasas and Uragas, the great sages, the great demons, the great athis and the great spacemen, as well as the dead bodies, evil spirits, satans, jinn, kushmandas, great aquatics, great beasts and great birds, etc. In other words, anyone and everyone which is exceptionally possessed of power, opulence, mental and perceptual dexterity, strength, forgiveness, beauty, modesty, opulence and breeding, whether in form or formless, may appear to be the specific truth and the form of the Lord, but actually they are not so. They are only a fragment of the transcendental potency of the Lord. Those in the list given here, beginning from the name Brahmaji, the first living creature within the universe, down to Lord Shiv, Lord Vishnu, Narad and other powerful demigods, men, supermen, sages, rishis and other lower creatures of extraordinary strength and opulence, including the dead bodies, evil spirits, Satan, jinn, aquatics, birds and beasts, may appear to be the Supreme Lord, but actually none of them is the Supreme Lord. Every one of them possesses only a fragment of the great potencies of the Supreme Lord. The less intelligent man is surprised to see the wonderful actions of material phenomena, as the aborigines are fearful of a great thunderbolt, a great and gigantic banyan tree or a great lofty mountain in the jungle. For such undeveloped human beings, merely the slight display of the Lord's potency is captivating. A still more advanced person is captivated by the powers of the demigods and goddesses. Therefore, those who are simply astonished by the powers of anything in the creation of the Lord without any factual information of the Lord himself are known as Shaktas or worshippers of the great powers. The modern scientist is also captivated by the wonderful actions and reactions of natural phenomena and therefore is also a Shakta. These lower grade persons gradually rise to become Sauriyas, worshippers of the sun god, or Ganpatyas, worshippers of the mass of people as Janta Janardana or Daridana Narayana, etc. in the form of Ganpati, and then rise to the platform of worshipping Lord Shiv in the search of ever-existing soul, and then to the stage of worshipping Lord Vishnu, the super soul, etc. without any information of Govind, Lord Krishna, who is the original Lord Vishnu. In other ways, some are worshippers of race, nationality, birds, beasts, evil spirits, satans, etc. The general worship of Shani Dev, the Lord of distressful condition, and Shitala Devi, the goddess of smallpox, is also common to the mass of people, and there are many foolish men who are worshippers of mass people or the poor class of men. So different persons, societies and communities, etc. worship some of the potent manifestations of the Lord, wrongly accepting the powerful object as God. But in this verse it is advised by Brahmaji that none of them is the Supreme Lord. They are only borrowed plumes from the original Almighty Lord Shri Krishna. When the Lord advises in Bhagavad Gita to worship Him alone, it is to be understood that worshipping Krishna includes worshipping all that is mentioned, because He, Lord Krishna, includes everyone. When the Lord is described as formless in the Vedic literature, it is to be understood that all these forms mentioned here within the experience of universal knowledge are different exhibitions of the Lord's transcendental potencies only, and none of them factually represent the transcendental form of the Lord. But when the Lord actually descends on the earth or anywhere within the universe, the less intelligent class of men also mistake him to be one of them, and thus they imagine the transcendence to be formless or impersonal. Factually, the Lord is not formless, nor does he belong to any of the multi-forms experienced within the universal form. One should try to know the truth about the Lord by following the instruction of Brahmaji. Hare Krishna.